Hello, long time no see. I've been gone for a month. Oh no, but don't worry, I'm not dead. I'm very much alive. I've just been busy with school, and then I redid my gaming shelf, and then I had computer issues. Excuses. But we're back. Also, I realized why I didn't post anything last summer is because it's so hot, and I can't function when it's hot. Although it's 7 p.m. now, still bright outside. I need to get a blackout curtain because it's annoying. Anyway, today we're gonna talk about something that if you're a European gamer, you might know about. If you're an American gamer, you might not know about. When I show you this game, which is really good, I played it yesterday. When I show this game, it's like, oh, it's Super Mario Wonder. But when I turn to the side, it's like, oh, it's just a spine. But then there's a little triangle in the corner at the bottom, and it's green, and it's like, what does that mean? Why is it green? Why is it there at all? Is there a meaning? Yes, there actually is a meaning, and I will tell you all about it because it's my passion. The little triangles on European Nintendo games. It's just Nintendo. They have their system. Nintendo of Europe, they're special. I'm not gonna show you using Switch games because it's a bit hard to see. I'm gonna show you using Wii games because on the Wii games and the GameCube games, the triangle is it's the biggest, and as the consoles go on, they just get smaller and smaller. Maybe one day they'll eliminate them. I hope not. So are we ready for the triangle lore? It's not Illuminati. It's just language. So I found this website called
sega.retro.org/Nintendo Colored Triangles.
And I have a whole list of what they mean. Thank you for doing the research because I could never. So, as I said, each Nintendo game has a little triangle at the bottom on the spine. Bottom of the spine, this one's green. Each color has its own meaning being language. And not the language of the game. The game itself is in all the languages that the actual console supports. So for like my Wii, that's English, Deutsch, Espanol, Italiano, Netherlands, whatever else, I don't know. Slovene's not an option. But the triangle determines the language on the box and the manual. But the game is in English, don't worry. If you buy a Spanish game, you can play it in English. So let's go to the triangles. As I said, this one's green, which means UK. The code for it is UKV, whatever that means. But basically, it's English. And from my experience, countries whose languages are not used for translation of games also get the green triangles. That's how I have this. So UK and everything that doesn't get translation. That's green. But then, what's this? This is English. The back is English, but the triangle is magenta? Is that magenta? Do I know colors? I should. Purplish magenta thingy. What does that mean? Oh, that means Europe. It's Europe, but not just any Europe. Europe, like a few languages, you know? There's a chart of like all the magenta triangles and what they could mean. You know, you have European copy of a game that has German, English, and French, but it could have English, Spanish, and Italian. Depends on where you get it, I guess. This one, for example, the game is in English and French, and the instruction booklet is in English and Portuguese for some reason. I don't know where that makes sense, but it is what it is. Another one that I have multi-language of is New Super Mario Bros. But this one, is that red? Like a maroon red color? It looks like it. What does it mean? It's not even on the list. So I'm guessing it's just magenta that's been sun washed. Sun damage. It happened. This game is over 10 years old. When did I get this? 2010. So it's been sunbathing. This specific copy came with my DSi, the Mario version, and the languages are German, French, and Netherlandish, Dutch. Imaginary language, why would I know its name? So yeah, maroon probably washed out to magenta. I don't know how it works. The colors and the sun. It's weird. Then I have another example of something that's weird. I have this Lego Ninjago game. It's fully in English, no other language, but the triangle is yellow. But you said English is green. I did say that, but according to this chart, the code for this specific yellow is UXP, language is English. Notes, not for sale /supply/distribution in the UK. It's like English, but not in the UK. You can't get this copy. No. Just the rest of Europe. This is the only game that I have that has a yellow triangle and it's English. So I don't know the lore behind this one specifically. Maybe the UK hates Lego Ninjago. I don't know. After this video, I want you to go and check every single game of yours that you have and let me know which triangles you have, okay? I just want to know. Next on the list, we have like a dark muted lavender color. I don't have any of that. It's apparently English and Dutch or German and Italian. Does that make sense? No. Then we have German. Code is NOE, stands Nintendo of Europe, because that's where Nintendo of Europe is in Germany, so the German language automatically claims that code. Most of my games are either green or German. German being dark blue / purple, depends on the printer. Most of my games are either English or German. As I said, games aren't translated into Slovene, so we get them in English. But we have this popular store here, and it's German, and all its products are German, therefore the games sold in it are German. And I have beef with that, but it is what it is. Anyway, my German example for this video is Pokemon Battle Revolution. See, it's like a dark blue, but it looks purple on camera. See, depends on the printer, depends on the light. In this chart, it's just a really dark blue, but it could be purple, you never know. So yeah, that's that. Then we have France. What color does France have? Are you curious? I am. I have a perfect example. Twilight Princess. This one's French. What color is it? It's red. Very aggressive if you ask me, but I guess... Oh, but I have this Cooking Mama game, and it's also French. But the triangle is pink. No, that's a true magenta. That's a primary color magenta. But why is one French game red and one is pink magenta? Why? Why is that? I actually questioned that when I got both of these because I got them within the same month. I was like, huh, that's super weird. But according to this chart, games published by Nintendo have the red triangle and games published by third parties have the magenta triangle. Does it make sense? No. Why does France get two colors? Who do you think you are? Dum-dums apparently, because why do you need... Just read the box. This one says 505 games and this one says Nintendo. It's not that hard. Anyway, it's like a European thing to hate on the French, but we don't actually hate them. Then we have orange, which means France and Dutch. So I'm guessing Belgians get orange triangles. I don't know. I don't have any. I've never been to Belgium either, so I wouldn't know, but that's just my educated guess. Although it could also be France, Belgium, and Netherlands. Moving on, we have light blue. Oh, that means the Netherlands. I actually have a Dutch game, believe it or not. I've never been to Dutch, but my eBay journeys have taken me worldwide. You can't tell me that's a real language. Also, why is the name of this game so long? It's just The Sims 2 Castaway. What is that? Anyway, we're here for the triangle lore. See, it's light blue. Excuse the lights. Like, I have a bright light in front of me. Speaking of blue though, it's not the only one. In the Netherlands, you're not special. Let me get my Italian game out. Link's Crossbow Training, the best Zelda game, as I said. It's also blue and it's also pretty light. In this chart over here, the colors are quite distinct. Like, the Dutch color is way lighter than the Italian blue. Putting them next to each other, you can see the difference, but it's not as obvious. But it is there. So there's two kinds of blues. Well, technically three, because we also have German. But as I said, that one also looks purplish. So I also have Super Mario Maker here. This one's also magenta. I don't know why I brought it with me. This specific one came in a bundle with the art book. And I think my Smash Bros. For the Wii U also has a purple magenta, dark magenta. It's dark magenta. Also has this same color, and it came with the bundle with the amiibo. And obviously those have to be multi-language because it's just easier that way. You can see by the ratings, they went crazy with them. Same with the languages. Nintendo really said we're global. Now let's go to the south of Europe, but like the west side of south of Europe, aka Spain and Portugal. I'm kind of jealous of Spain because their games are pink. And not pink like third-party France, magenta pink, but like a nice light pink, almost pastel. It's really cute. So those are Spanish games with Spanish on them. Then we have Portugal. They have a nice dark teal color that looks really nice. I don't have either of these. But then there's also a yellow that's both Spanish and Portuguese. But then there's also a lighter yellow that's just Portuguese. So Portugal also gets two colors, but I don't know what their specific two colors mean and why they're different. But I can show you one game that I have that's Portuguese, and it's my Pokemon Silver. Sorry, this is Pokemon Soul Silver. Have some respect around it. As you can see, well, you can't really see because the light is so bright. I'll take better pictures. The triangle is a very light yellow, but it's different from We Hate the UK yellow. They're kind of different, yeah. And the Spanish Portuguese yellow is also different. It's just different shades of yellow. I love it. Yeah, that's Pokemon Soul Silver, a Portuguese copy. That's why I have it, because otherwise it would be just so expensive that I would never want to spend money on it. Another fun fact about Portugal, they don't have the H3 rating, they have H4. That's why at first I thought this copy was fake when I saw it on eBay. But Reddit said, no, Portugal is just special. They realize that 3-year-olds can't read, but 4-year-olds can. I don't know how much of that you can see, but it's Portuguese. But the game is in English, that's all that I cared about. Can't show you because it's not here, but if a game says EUR on the cartridge, it will play in English, or like whatever language your console is set to, so you don't have to worry about that. I think that's all the colors that I can show you, but there's a few more that we have to talk about. Scandinavia / the North. We have a lime green for Scandinavia, which is Danish, Finnish, even though Finland is in Scandinavia, Norwegian and Swedish. We have another lime, same code, but this one's English. I don't know what that means. Then we have a darker lime green, that's just Swedish. Then we also have a purple one that's Swedish. That's Danish and Swedish, sorry. Then we have a really dark maroon color. That's Finnish and Swedish. Notes, Finnish before Swedish, presumably for Finnish market. It's just a brown with a hint of red. Then we also have another brighter pink color. The code is GAU. The languages are English and Greece. I didn't know that was a thing. See, there's so many different triangles when it comes to games. And it's like, wow, I never knew that. I thought there were just 5 languages that Nintendo translated into. I literally thought it was just English, German, Spanish, Italian, and maybe one more. But no. It seems like everyone's getting their box arts translated except me. Except me. Okay, but we have a really fun one now. Australia. Why would Australia need a triangle? They're on the other side of the world. It's not like they're gonna get a Finnish game out of all of a sudden. Where? They do realize that because it is no longer used. It was replaced by the OFLC rating images. I've seen an Australian Pokemon game in my local shop for some reason. And it does have some weird logo on the spine. It's so interesting how Australia and New Zealand, I forgot to say, had a nasty brown poopy triangle on their spine when they didn't even need it. That's fun to think about. So that's the triangle lore, something that really interests me because it's the first thing I've noticed when I suddenly got a German game when all of mine were in English. So let me know, did you know about this? Did I just teach you something new? If you are European, or if you're from somewhere else and you imported European games at some point, what triangles do you have? What triangles do you have the most of? I think for me it's a fight between green and German blue because that's the game. That's what I get when buying brand new games. All the other languages I have because I've been on eBay. So anyway, like and subscribe. I'll post more, I promise. Comment down below, and as I said, I need to know your triangle lore, and I'll see you next time. Bye!